Hey, what's up? What's up? Happy Friday, TGIF. I literally have a couple minutes today. Let me get into my day. First of all, I asked how you doing. Hope that your day is going amazing. My day is always filled with. I forgot this from again. It's always filled with. It'd be eventful. I don't be knowing how the day is gonna go. Especially on Fridays because Fridays are I save my running around and doing my errands for Fridays. And so I always have an eventful Friday. This has to be by far the most eventful Friday that I've had because I'm all the way out in Hadley and I had no plans on coming out here today. And right now I'm at my favorite restaurant, Pulse. So I was able to have a smoothie and I just got done eating some vegan pizza and I saved half for my baby. And I'm about 40 minutes away from my daughter's school. So I don't have that long to chat with you today. But with that being said, I wanted to talk about something that happened to me the other day, which is relevant to the day that I had today as far as running around. So today I ran around to get a costume, a Halloween costume for my daughter. I'm not into Halloween. I don't really celebrate Halloween or holidays, but my daughter got into it like when she was 3. So the past few years we have done trunk or treat. She wasn't into trunk or treat, and then last year we did trick or treat, and she really liked it. So let me show you the costume that I got her. This is what she wanted. She's into Gabby's Dollhouse right now, and we went last week to see Gabby Dollhouse, the movie. And so I thought that she was gonna want to be Gabby and or Pandy Paws. This is Pandy Paws. I thought that's what she was gonna want to be. I showed her costumes the other night. I'm like, what do you want to be for Halloween? And she wants to be this mercat. So mercat is one of the animals in Gabby's Dollhouse. This freaking costume cost $40. What the heck? This costume cost $40, and I was like, that's wild, yo. $40. On top of that, I went I went to the mall. I went to the Holyoke Mall, which is not that far from Springfield if you're from Massachusetts. Took Went to the store. I looked online. Online said that the Holyoke Mall has this costume. I went to the Holyoke Mall. That was eventful. Got all the way there, and all they had was, I'm sorry, I keep trying to put it away. All they had was Gabby. So I was like, no, I have to get Mercat. Like that's what my daughter wants, and she will not be happy. So the lady looked it up in the stores, and so she goes, none of the stores have them except the one out in Hadley. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go all the way out to Hadley, please. And she was like, that's the only store that got it, and we only got one in store, one left. And so I was like, oh, could you ask them to hold it for me? And so she did. And then she told me that I had to pick it up today because they can't hold it to the next day. And I will have to call back and see tomorrow, which I wanted to try to get a ride from my friend. But I was like, screw it. Like, I gotta go. So it's 40-minute drive. If you know, I'm not driving. So I took a Lyft, 40 minutes, and then it cost me $40. And then I got this costume that cost another $40. And I was like, what the heck? When I was growing up, my grandma didn't play that. She didn't buy no costume. She was like, you better paint your face and get a pillowcase to fill up your stuff. Like the cheapest route that you could go, right? So I'm like, dag. And then I'm like stranded all the way out here. There's no bus that comes out here. And then I'm like, Dad, to get back is gonna cost me another $40. Like I wasn't planning on spending this much money today. And so I walked a few blocks to get here to the restaurant that I'm at. And I'm like, screw it. I might as well have pizza. I've been craving pizza. I haven't been able to get any vegan pizza. And I got myself a milkshake, which cost, I mean, another $30. So I say all that to say, what's up, Keith? I say all that to say the other day I'm picking my daughter up, right, from school. And the guy, I've done a live about this guy before. There's an older gentleman who's always there, and we always greet each other. And he's picking up his grandkids. And so it was on Wednesday, to be, as a matter of fact, it was on Wednesday. And I know on Wednesdays, from conversing with him, that every Wednesday he takes the grandkids to McDonald's. So I was like, Happy Wednesday. And I'm like, oh, you taking the grandkids for a treat tonight to McDonald's? And the first thing he said was like, yeah, like, I gotta, like, I'm wasting $30 every week treating these kids. And I'm like, your grandkids? He was like, yeah. And I was like, well, why would it be a waste of money if you're treating them and then also you're creating memories with them? Like, they're gonna remember. They probably look forward to every Wednesday. Like, oh, every Wednesday night we get to go to McDonald's. The granddad, grandpa, whatever they call him, I don't know. And so he was like, he did this to me. He was like, I don't want to waste $30. I and I'm like, it's not wasting $30. Like, you're, why do you look at it like that? And then I literally asked him. I said, do you think it's a waste of money when you're spending money on yourself? And he literally looked at me and he said, no. When I spend money on myself, I treat myself good. I splurge. You know, I got a image to uphold. And I said to him, so why is it when you spend money on yourself, it's a treat, but when you're spending money on your grandkids, it's a waste? And he got so upset. And he was like, I could see all women think the same about money. And I was like, I could see men think the same about creating memories and spending quality time with their kids or their grandkids. And he got even more pissed. And he was just like, have a good day. And I was like, yeah, you have a good day too. And have fun with your grandkids at McDonald's. And I was like, today, spend a little extra, spend more than $30. And he got so mad. But it made me want to think about this. Like, I could complain, like, damn, you think I want to spend $40 on a costume? I feel like last year I bought her, she was Doc McStuffins. I don't remember. I don't feel like I remember spending $40 on the costume. I think it was cheaper last year because Doc McStuffins is discontinued and it's kind of hard to come across their stuff now. But Gabby's pretty popular. And so I'm like, Dad, I've been out the loop. Like, why are costumes 40, 50, $60? Like, that's ridiculous. But first of all, I don't value money the way other people do. Secondly, I look at, like, when my daughter sees this today, she's gonna get so happy. She's gonna want to put it on expeditiously as soon as we get to the house. And when I think about spending money on my daughter or spending money to get us tickets to something, to to create memories and to share an experience, I look at it as putting a smile on my daughter's face. I don't look at spending money on my daughter or having to get her things or pay for things as a waste. And it breaks my heart to see or hear when there are people, adults, who are parents or grandparents, and they will be so cheap with spending money on their kids or their grandkids, but they'll splurge when it comes to themselves, and then that's how they look at it, like, oh, I'm getting you the cheapest, whatever's on clearance, whatever is off brand. But then when it comes to them, it doesn't matter what the price. They won't look at the price tag. They will get the best name brand. They will get the best linens. They will get the best sneakers. They'll get the top quality. And dealing with this guy at my daughter's school is very triggering for me because he reminds me a lot of my daughter's grandmother. And so I have first of all, I grew up like that, where we never got anything new. And when it was time to spend money on us, it was just like, I don't got much. Like, I don't have money to spend on y'all. And so now having a daughter and my daughter's grandparents, they're well off. And it's the same thing. Like, I don't have money to waste on whatever it is. Like, get the cheapest, get whatever is on clearance, get that. And then when they spend money on themselves, or for certain people, they practice favoritism. So for certain people in their family, they'll go all out. And then people that they don't really like or rock with, it's like they complain, oh, I don't want to buy that, I don't want to do that, and they'll try to get you cheap knockoff stuff. Like, for example, my every year during Christmas time, they give my daughter. I don't even know if I should share that. Yeah, let's just don't treat my daughter right. They don't. If they have to get her something or do something, they complain about it. It's definitely met with a complaint, and definitely meant that it's a waste and like why does she really need that? And I go through this with her dad also, who spends money on his habits and whatever he wants and whatever he needs, sneakers, clothes for himself. And then when it comes to his kids, it's like you have to write a dissertation. Like, I literally just had to go through that again with the tablet. I'm not going through that. I refuse to ask you for fucking anything, to be totally honest. But it's like they want you to write a dissertation. They want you to do a pitch contest. They want you to elaborate in great detail as to why they need to buy this, as to what the need is for and why they should do it, and what are you going to do for them in return if they do it, and how much are you going to praise them. That's the, and I'm just like, I can't deal with this, yo. I don't act like this. And it's like when it comes to you, you don't act like that. You don't even check the price tag. You just pay for it. So when it comes to you, it's all about taste. It's all about treating yourself good. It's not about splurging on yourself. But then when it comes to your kids or your grandkids, it's all about like, oh, this is a waste of money, and I don't. That's not what I want to use my money for. And I work hard for my money and I don't want to spend it on you. And I just feel like, wow, people that are like that, I continue to ask God to get me far, far away from people like that. I would never treat my kids like that. I would never treat my grandkids like that. I would never treat people like that as a number one. Because, like, if I treat myself good, whoever's in my circle, I want them to feel as good as I treat myself, if not better. So I don't understand people like that. I was just like so thankful today. I was thanking God, like, thank God that I was able to freaking get a lift, even though it cost me $40. You think I'm gonna spend $40? No, but I gotta get my daughter this costume. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate you. God bless you too. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So it's like $40. I gotta spend $40 to get all the way across town 40 minutes. Then I got here and I didn't know this cost $40. But I'm telling you, it's worth it. My daughter's gonna be so happy if she's gonna wear this costume every day leading up till Halloween. I just know how my daughter is. And she's gonna be so happy. Also, my daughter is now eating pizza, and I just when we were living out here near Deerfield, when we were living on the farm at the beginning of the year, not too far from where I was just at the beginning of the year, I would come here with her and we would come to Pulse. And she tried pizza for the first time. And so every once a week we would come here while we were out in Deerfield. And I was like, oh, my daughter's eating pizza now. I'm so excited. So we haven't had pizza in a long time. So I was like, crap. Like, so I lost kind of like I spent $40 to get here, $40 on the costume, $30 to on the pizza and the milkshake that I had, smoothie I had, not milkshake. And then I got to get $40 to get back across town. That's almost $200 that I did not plan to spend today. And I'm not gonna put it out there in the universe. Like, y'all already know my situation. I'm always speaking things into existence. So it just is what it is. And I just thank God. Like, thank God that I was able to get this stuff, because what if I couldn't? I feel like crap that my daughter wants something and I can't provide it for her, or I can't get it for her, or I can't put a smile on her face, or I can't purchase a ticket. I just had to scrape up like $25 literally to get her school pictures. And I'm just like, Thank you, God. Like I barely made it to do that. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Amy? I will pick you up and brought you to Hadley. Oh, okay, yeah, I got you. Thank you. Yes, because I was just like, I was at the Holy Oak Mall. I went to the Holy Oak Mall, like, yo, I'm out. I went to my store in the morning, got my drinks for the day, got some chips. I got on the bus. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to Holy Oak Mall because I got the spirit in there. And then they didn't have the costume there. And the people there were so nice. Like they're like, oh, we'll call around. So they called around. They're like, the only place that has the costume you're looking for. Oh, this is a fun fact. The only place that has the costume is the one at Hadley. So I'm like, oh my gosh, the bus. Then the bus doesn't come out here to Hadley. It only goes to South Hadley. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta take a lift. Like, how much is that gonna cost me? And it costing me $40. I get to let me show you the costume, Amy. So this is what she wants to be. She likes Gabby's dollhouse. I thought she was gonna want to be Gabby or Pandy Paws, but she wants to be Mercat. So I get to the Russell. I mean, oh, this I'm on Russell Street. I get there and I remember the guy's name that she was talking to on the phone. His name was Matthew. So I walked in the store. He's the first person I see. So I was like, Matthew, I'm looking for you. He got so scared. He was like, oh, you looking for me? And I'm like, yeah, you don't know me, but they just called from the Holyoke Mall, and he felt like he was so relieved. He was like, oh, okay, yeah. So he went and he got the costume. It had my name on it, but it wasn't this costume. It was Cakey Cat. I think the lady got mixed up when I was saying Mercat. She just heard cat. And so when I got there, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the wrong costume. I'm like, I didn't ask for Kiki Cat. And he was like, oh, this is the SKU number. And I was like, please tell me you have Mercat. So he went and looked and they had it. He was like, oh, this is the only one in this size. And he was like, is this the size you need, which is 5'6", 5'6", 5'6" And I was like, yes, thank you. And then I was like, I'm sorry for scaring you, but I had to get this costume for my daughter. And that was not the right costume. And I would literally start crying if you did not have this. And he was like, don't apologize. He was like, um, when you came in, the way that you came in and you were all just like, Matthew, I'm looking for you. I thought you were somebody from corporate and I was fired. And I was like, no. That was it. So it was like a fun exchange. He was really nice. And then I had to use the bathroom. And they let me use the bathroom. And it was awesome. So I was just so happy. And I can't wait to pick up my daughter because she's going to be so excited. And she's going to wear this costume every single day. She'll probably even sleep in it. I just know my daughter. Olivia is going to be Minnie Mouse. Oh, okay. She loves Gabby Dollhouse. It's so cute. Yeah, we just went to go see the movie last week. And I was like, I don't know how she's going to do because we went to go see the last movie we went to go see was Boss Baby 2. And she was still in the stroller then, so I could like restrict her. This time she wasn't. And she sat through the movie up until like the last 15 minutes. She got really antsy. But other than that, she sat, she ate some popcorn, which is a big milestone for her because she don't eat popcorn. I've tried to get her to eat it so many times she wouldn't. So she ate a couple of handfuls and she sat there. It was good. And we actually went to the Hadley Mall here. So I think what also helped with the movies is that we went to Fun Hub, so we were there for like 2 hours and she got to run around and maybe she was tired. So I don't know. Either way, it was a fun experience. So we did that last week. So you should totally go check out the movie. It was so cute. And there's going to be another sequel that comes out. I won't spoil it for you, but it was really good. I enjoyed it myself. Real gamer, you say, yes, school pictures are so expensive these days. My kids just have their pictures $50. Facts, yo. And it's like me, I usually get a nice package where I can send everybody a picture. This year I only got one big picture and then four little small wallet size. Because I'm like, I'm not going out of my way to spend money that I don't want to say I'm speaking things into existence, but honestly I really don't have it. I literally had to scrape together $26 when it comes with the class picture. And I was kind of feeling sad, like that, like I only have four little wallet pictures to give to my mom and then her father. But honestly, he should be paying for the tickets for the things. I'm not going out of my way to ask somebody who's going to complain and be like, oh, well, how much does it cost? Just like last year, I asked him to buy this tickets and or to buy her pictures, and then he wants me to give him a dissertation as to why does he need to pay for them. I don't have time for that. I'm not going through that anymore. So I scraped together literally. I had change, I had quarters, and I was able to get the pictures. So we'll see how they come out. But when I whether I have to scrape together money or whether I have to use my last, I literally use my last to get the experience that I had today, and I got to get back across town and before by 3 o'clock. And there's the money that I have, and that's what it is. But I'm not attached to money like that. Like money comes and money goes, and I'll be blessed. Even within every time I take a lift, like I just am appreciative, and I always leave the person a tip. I wanted to leave a tip when I was here today at Post, but the thing is, when you're at the register, I don't know who the tip goes to. It's not like when you're doing waitressing. So I didn't know how that works, but I kind of felt bad about not leaving a tip when I came to get the pizza here. And then somebody was calling me. I had a lot of distractions going on, but I did want to ask, like, well, who does the tip go to if I leave a tip here at the thing? So I don't know. I try to operate in the energy of how I want to be moving forward. So we should do a play date together. I think they would have fun. Yes, I think so too. Let's totally do it. Oh, thank you. So are you, Amy? Yeah, you're awesome. But yes, take her to go see Gabby. And what's up, Chris? You're so sweet. Stop calling yourself a kangaroo. You're good. You're good. You missed my live. I was just basically I guess because I gotta get off. I gotta wrap it up. I literally could give you guys like 5 more minutes. Um, my live today, Chris, was about parents and grandparents who complain when it comes to spending money on their kids and their grandkids, how they consider it a waste. But when it comes to spending money on themselves, it's a splurge and it's a treat, and they gotta treat themselves good. Because the old guy that I see at my daughter's school, that's literally what he said to me last Wednesday. No, this Wednesday. Every Wednesday, he takes his grandkids to McDonald's after school, and I always try to big him up. I'm like, oh, you're creating dope memories for your grandkids. Like they probably look forward to every Wednesday that you pick them up and they go to McDonald's. And literally out his mouth, he said, well, you think I got $30 a waste? That's $30 every week. That's this much every month. And he was really upset about it. And I was just like, well, why do you feel that way? And then he said, because it's a waste of money. I don't want them to, I don't want to be buying food for them. Like, you don't want to feed your grandkids? That's a little strange. He was like, well, it makes their mother happy. And I'm like, yeah, because you're helping her out. And he was like, I don't got time for that. Like, he actually said she should reimburse him for the $30. Are you kidding me? And then I was like, but how do you feel when it comes to spending money on yourself? And he said, oh, I treat myself good. I splurge. I got an image to him. That's how he talks too. I got an image to uphold. I splurge. He did literally just this. Like I splurge. I treat myself good. Like I don't think about money when it comes to spending money on myself. And I was like, well, why don't you feel that way about your grandkids? Like these are your grandkids. These ain't no random kids. And even if they were, you should like. I don't operate like that. And like people that operate like that piss me off. And that's how my daughter's father is. That's how his parents are. You gotta prove to them why they need to spend money on you, and you gotta write a dissertation. You have to beg of the plead. And the other thing with my daughter's father and his parents is that if they do buy you something, they want you to thank them and then thank them again and then triple, quadruple thank them and then remind them again. Like, remember that time you did that for me? Oh, I'm so thankful. I'm so great. Oh, thank you, boss. Thank you, master. I can't deal with that shit. I don't operate like that. I don't care about money. Like, if you got it, buy it. Who cares? He looked like me. He looked like me and you. And it usually be us that be acting like that. But then it's like when it comes to try to prove that we got it and we're around other people, it's like you want to prove and upkeep this whole thing that you got it and you don't need it, you don't gotta get it from nobody, blah blah blah. Like I don't got time for that. So Seeing my grandson happy makes me heart happy. I split him rotten. Yes, I know. I know. I already know how y'all are, Amy. I've seen y'all Christmas tree every year, and I think that's awesome. I think it's awesome to be that kind of parent that just treat your kids good and put smiles on their faces and buy them things and teach them things and spend money with them and not be attached to it and create experiences and memories because that's what it's all about. Like you trying to hold on to money or you trying to penny pinch when it comes to your kids and your grandkids. That's weird because these are your kids and then these are your grandkids. Why would you treat them like that? But then treat yourself good. And so once I think, and then I gotta go. Right, Chris. They need to open the hearts. It's a control thing. Like people that operate like that, like when you want to spend money on yourself, you don't look at the price tag, you don't care what it costs, you'll buy the best for you, but then have these rules and regulations when it comes to anybody else. That's weird. It's super weird when it's your kids and your grandkids. Extra weird. But it's a control thing. It's a control and trying to like show me, prove to me that I should spend something on you. It's strange. Um, Tag. I kind of just totally lost it. Oh, I was gonna talk about my. I was in the trailer the other day and I was going through my jackets. I'm like, Doc, I don't have any jackets, which I really don't. And I had this one jacket that I had got myself at the beginning of this year. I thought it was last year. It was the beginning of this year when I didn't have a jacket. And so I was going to the trailer and I went through all this stuff. And every year, my daughter's father's mother, who I used to openly call my mother-in-law and never retract that. She would get me these jackets. Like I'm not a jacket person. I don't like jackets, but she would get me like these jackets. That's not really jackets. They're kind of like um, shawls and overthrows. I don't really know what to call the size shawls. And I was just like, I don't like jackets. Like, why does she keep giving me a jacket every year for Christmas? And so last year she got me. Was it last year or the year before? I don't know. Everything is so blurred. But she had she had got me a leather jacket. And so finally I said, I'm like, every year for like the past 4 years, especially since my daughter's been born, you keep getting me a jacket. I don't like jackets. And you know what she looked at me and said? She goes, I know. I actually bought it for me, but then I regifted it to you. And you should be grateful and thankful for that. And I was just like, oh, that's wild. Because a complaint that I would have to my daughter's father at the time, and I was just be like, you know what? Like I see how your family is. Like they listen. Like she's very intentional about people she favoritism, like the other son and certain nieces and nephews. She knows what they want, she knows what they like, and she'll go above and beyond and get it. And then if she doesn't like you, it's like she'll be gifting. So that's what I was gonna say about my daughter during Christmas time. She doesn't buy her anything new. They go to like those open pantries and like how they give you those gifts for like kids that are in need and stuff like that. Not saying nothing's wrong with that, but why are you buying other people brand new stuff and things that they like and then you're giving my daughter some off shit? Perfect example, and I gotta go. My daughter was 1 years old and for Christmas, she had got, those train sets from back in the 80s that every kid wanted in the fucking 80s. That's what they gave my 1 year old daughter. And I was like, who bought this? And why would you think this is an appropriate gift for a 1 year old? And they were like, oh, we got it from the pantry. This is the kind of issue that I've dealt with people like that, and every year the gifts just kept getting worse. And last year at my daughter's birthday, I was like, that's why I said this is my last birthday with y'all because y'all keep treating my daughter not good, and not how I see them treat themselves or people that they mess with in their circle of family. But anyways, I was happy and got my daughter her costume that she wanted. and she's gonna be so happy when I see her in like half an hour. So I gotta go. I gotta call myself a lift, and I don't know how long it'll take for them to pick me up. But facts, yo, I had to put my foot down, Chris. I had to put my foot down. Like, you're not gonna keep treating my baby like this. And then I was like so restricted because they were controlling everything, and like I think that's why this man was like egging me up of like, yeah, like be a stay at home mom and like don't work and I'm gonna take care of you just to not take care of us. And so I was really restricted like that. Like I can't buy my daughter like what she wants or what she likes because I'm in this situation dependent on these people. Like I don't like this because I've been very independent my entire life. I've always taken care of myself. I've always paid for things for myself. And I just had another epiphany. So I had to go through this whole thing with the uniforms. They bought my daughter a bunch of boy uniforms that don't fit her. So I just had to save up a couple of dollars. And I finally got to the store myself because they were trying to be like, there's no dresses, there's no girl things, it's just universal. That's what they tried to tell me. I finally made it to the store myself and I was blown away at all of the dresses I found. I even found like some really cute like sweatpants kind of and some really cute shorts and then I found stockings. So I was like, oh, she's a girl. Like I want her to wear like stockings and the girls' uniforms, and it was a whole thing. And then I got to the store and seen it with my own eyes, and I was like, yeah, they were intentionally treating me and her like that. And so when I see this guy that I gotta see when I go pick up my daughter, that's how he is. He just reminds me of my daughter's grandmother and my daughter's father. And I'm just like, how dare you? Like he says he hates picking them up every day, that he doesn't want to do that. And when I finally asked him, what do you want to be doing with your time then? He was like, oh, mowing the grass. And I was like, so you're trying to tell me you have the whole entire day and this 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock hour is taking up your time from mowing the grass or breaking the leaves or doing some dumb yard shit? Like people don't cherish time, don't cherish memories, they don't cherish their kids, they don't cherish their grandkids. They be cherishing the wrong thing and they look at money in the wrong light. But I gotta go to learn how to sew. Yeah, that's something I definitely want to do. I know how to crochet, but I don't know how to sew, but I do want to learn how to sew. So I gotta wrap it up. So I really gotta go. So I'll leave you with my 3 messages. I gotta always end my life like that, and let's see if I can do it in 60 seconds. So number one, don't allow anybody to label you. So first of all, I'm so sorry. Thank you for the likes and thank you for the engagement and the feedback. And I hope that my life was not all over the place today. I hope I said something that was intriguing and thought provoking and made you think a little different, act a little different. But yeah, I gotta go. I might even have time to say my 3 messages. One, don't let anybody label you. Those who want to label you want you to live in lack and limitation and not in your purpose. They see something in you that they don't want you to see in yourself, which is usually your gift, the thing that makes you purposeful. And they want you to live and lead with the label so that you will live a life of lack, limitation, and loss. And you'll live like a loser instead of a leader that you were born to be. Number two, don't ever let anybody put you in a box. That try to put you in a box is simply because they cannot get out of theirs. And if you allow somebody to put you in a box, they will then try to put you in a ditch. You know how I know. And three, don't forget to turn your life into a lifestyle. And the way that you do that is simply by taking your life into your own hands and participating in your own rescue. Because absolutely positively nobody is coming to save you. You must save yourself. And if you take time to tap into yourself more and out of the world less, you will save yourself from living the life, the consequence, which is the life that your parents want you to live. Society tries to create for you to live in, and the school systems and the job systems try to program you to live within. Okay? And you were not born to simply work a job, pay bills, and die. Get the hell out of here. No, sir, no, ma'am. You were born to live your birthright, which is a life of abundance, prosperity, and a life of luxury. That's how you do it. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the weekend will go. If I'll do any lives over the weekend, we'll just see how they go. My daughter's also not feeling 100%, so we'll see. But I hope that you have a great rest of the day. I hope that you thank God for anything you ate and drink today. Cut it out, Chris. Thank you. And yeah, always appreciate having the ability to spend money on yourself and be more appreciative of spending money on your kids. Don't look at the price tag. Remember that's gonna put a smile on their face and that they're gonna love it. And you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So with that being said, don't forget you are both a limited edition and a endangered species. So start acting like it. Okay.